Hello, beautiful souls. Today is October 23rd, 2019, and I am here to channel a message for the collective of planet Earth. Greetings, planet Earth. We come here with gratitude for this transmission, for all who have gathered to listen to the next transmission we have for the planet. We have deep gratitude for this exchange as we continue forward, learning from you as you learn from us. We have been watching your planet for some time now, and we have perceived a shift in the consciousness of the planet, and so we once again bring you a message for the next step of your awakening, evolution, whatever suits you at this time. We want to acknowledge that as this frequency shifts, things are going to get, as you might say, interesting because of this middle ground that you will experience. You will start experiencing even our transmissions more viscerally or intensely because you will be starting to align with the messages that we speak and also aligning to the frequency that we hold. This is going to be a space where messages will be coming through easier for people of the collective who are open to receiving. This will happen and more beings may start to channel or get messages from their, as you would call them, guides, beings that are here to assist you. You are going to feel them more in a palpable way. These transmissions will seem to come through easier, come through with more ease for the collective to hear these messages. These informational dialogues will also start to come through in ways of not having to be channeled. People will just start to know these new ways of being as the collective opens up to these new frequencies. We have noticed that as the collective is rising, that there is more conscious request and subconscious request for assistance, and we have heard this call. We stepped back for a moment, as you might say, leveled up, so that we could perceive what the next step should be. We do feel that contact will be imminent in the next several years, because hold please. Contact will be happening in the near future, depending on the rate at which you become open to this exchange. A lot of you who are open to seeing are noticing that synchronicities are lining up more and more and more and more. It's almost becoming, as you might say, comical for this experience. We understand that this time is going to feel possibly intense. For those of you who are unaware of what is happening, this will feel chaotic. This will feel like an intense drop of self. This is going to feel like you almost don't know who you are anymore. Almost like there are going to be aspects of you that are dying, being released. And this, for the people who are not in flow with this, it is going to feel like a death, and there is going to be a clutching onto that is going to be perceived on your planet as hectic, chaotic. Be aware of these trends. These are not trends for you to follow and to get caught up in. This can be very complicated on your planet, as it is so in the collective conscious to focus on the things that cause intense reactions and drama, as you would call it. It is important on a vibrational level that you start steering yourself away from this constant pulling back into of the holding on to the paradigm that is on your planet. When you get caught up in these frequencies, you draw yourself back into them. It is important to be aware on some level what is happening, but it is important that you then leave it there at the door, so to speak, and move to having a more focused intention on where you want to be. This is going to help you move in the direction of the reality that you wish to perceive and live in. It is important to understand that your focus is incredibly important when it comes to the reality that you create. On this planet, there are some misconceptions about focus and creating your reality, and this is a very important thing to understand at this time. Your focus creates what you experience. There is no way about it. If you are focusing on something you do not want, you are still going to experience and perceive it. It is time to start shifting your perception towards what you want. This is crucial, and it is important to follow this with the feeling behind it and be fully present with that creation. Remember, all beings, all conscious beings at different levels and different ways create their reality, and it is important that you engage in this awareness in your fundamental expression, experience. The universe is a creative force. Being is the true essence of all consciousness, and it is important that you engage in this awareness and this reality of who you are. This is going to create some very big shifts for you, as it is going to create very quick paradigm shifts. Once you understand the power of your focus, the power of your creative force, this is going to be a powerful change for the planet. There is a concept on your planet that one being cannot shift a reality. This is not inherently accurate, as your reality is only your own. So it is important to understand that your frequency, your focus does in fact change your entire reality and the planet that you perceive. It is very important to understand this aspect of creating your reality. You do not need every other being on the planet to do what you are doing. However, as you shift into this frequency and this reality, you will move into a reality on a planet where your reality lines up. So it will feel like other beings on your planet are also shifting, but in reality, you are just shifting into a planet where that is taking place. It is important to understand this distinction, because there is an aspect of powerlessness that you perceive when you feel you have to have other beings agree with you to make something happen. This is not inherently accurate, but you will perceive a planet where they do. We are acknowledging the fact that some of you will have questions for the collective at this time, and we are starting to have an experience of exchange now that the time for contact is drawing closer. If you do have questions, be sure to speak them forward, and we will be able to come back and have an exchange of questions. We understand that this channel has some lag when it comes to those things, and we will be willing to come back and have that exchange with you at a later time. If you have questions, be sure to express them so we can then communicate and answer to you. We understand that this is a new experience with this channel, and we are excited to move forward and create a new level of communication with you at this time. Contact is now an important part of the evolution of this planet, and we are here to have that exchange. It is important to understand that you must embody what you wish to perceive. You must be what you want to create and what you want to perceive. This is very, very important as you shift. A lot of you are feeling like there's an aspect of you that is feeling excited about this shift, that is feeling like it is riding the wave, so to speak, and this is exciting. This is an exciting shift because up until recently, your perception has been very uncomfortable when it comes to coming into a new frequency, leveling up, as you might say, and now you are coming into a space where leveling up is more in alignment than what you were in the present moment or in the past, and this is now a new experience you're having. You're feeling lighter, excited for working through these frequencies, and this is a very exciting time. Be sure to engage in this as frequently as possible and understand that every time you work through a frequency and you shift upward, contact is more imminent. Having a planet that is in alignment with all love and oneness and creation is more imminent, and you are creating this every single day as you perceive it in linear time. Remember, there are planets, versions of your planet where this is a smooth and beautiful transition, and you can align with that reality, and it is time to understand that you can have the reality you choose to have, and it is simple as focusing and being aware of it and aligning yourselves with what that looks like. We hope this message is helpful for you at this time and will be helpful for you over the coming months. Again, if you have any questions, it is now time to express those so that we can answer those questions. Much peace, blessing, and presence with you at this time. We sit in much gratitude for this transmission and are excited for further transmissions as your planet moves forward. Much peace. Namaste. Thank you. End of transmission. Peace. Namaste.